Welcome to the Abolitionist Round Table with your hosts Del, Phil, and Janice. Come on in and take a seat. You're invited to join the round table. Call 734-822-1600 to get into the conversation. And now, your hosts, Del Marsh, Phil Stargell, and Janice Daniels.
And good morning. This is Phil Stargell of the Abolitionist Round Table of Michigan. We refer it lovingly as Art of Michigan. Today I'm sitting across from Del Marsh, and the chair on the left and on the right is empty. We are Mayor Janice Daniels is on assignment this morning, and but I'm sure she'll be listening in and maybe even give us a call as she is probably traveling.
Yep.
But anyway, just wanted to just give a quick idea of the impact that some of these events have had on me. The violence in France and the violence in Mali.
Yeah. Took over a hotel.
Here's the thing. Supposedly one was ISIS and the other was the other gang of
Al Qaeda.
Yeah, Al Qaeda.
They competing.
Yeah,
yeah.
But now here's the question. On the news, you hear these newscasters trying to put this in some kind of a good light.
Uh-huh.
I mean, have you noticed that that they're trying to make this out as well? They're competing with each other for attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, come on. You know, they do everything they can to legitimize the terror that is being waged against civilization, and this is what it is. And these guys are throwbacks to the first century, not the 10th century or the 9th century. They're throwbacks to almost caveman times. Just go up and start killing a bunch of people. But anyway, I just wanted to give you
and Phil, we take this serious. Me and you take this serious.
It very serious.
And Americans take this very serious.
Do you know our discussion last week?
Mm-hmm.
I said to you that the Democrats were trying to make the Charlie Hebdo situation legitimize it. And what did John Kerry come out and say?
Well,
this is what I mean. So why wouldn't Al Qaeda? Why wouldn't ISIS do everything they can to raise money, raise troops, and all of that? Because the Democrats are going to run cover for them. They're going to legitimize them, just like President Obama said. Okay. You guys are making recruiting easy for ISIS. I mean, this is a real insult.
Yeah, can I mention something here? Yeah. This is something that Ahmadinejad said a while ago. He said the wave of the Islamic Revolution will reach the whole world. Do you know we're in the middle? He said this a few years ago when he was a president. And so we are in an Islamic caliphate revolution right now. Right now. And in addition, we're in a revolution here with this community organizer. He's created a revolution too. Anything that's in opposition of the greatness of this country, Phil.
Yeah. And day after day after day, we see this in action. It is in action as we speak. You go to in this country, we're grappling with the idea of bringing in millions and millions of Syrians because of their civil war.
Can you believe they actually say that?
Yeah.
Here, it was something Here, let me just go back for a few. This is why does the president and his minions say that it's only 2% men? Did you hear him say that?
Yeah.
They said that the people that's coming over is only 2% men. Well, if you go back a few months, I just went back a few months, and picked up articles from the red state. Then and they show in this, they got this information from the UN. They say it's about 63% that are male military age. Now they got this from the UN.
Yeah. Now what about the other percentages? the percentages of Arabs or Muslims coming into the country through the UN and their refugee program, and this is where they're coming. We're not even going to talk about the millions of people that have come in on the regular immigration policy. This refugee program is a separate program.
Yes.
That I still don't know whether or not they've granted refugee status to the Chaldeans that were.
This is what they said. This is from the International Business Time. They said Europe refugees crisis 2050. They said 50% of them come seeking asylum in Europe from Syria. And this is according again to the UN report. So I'm showing it that there's an inconsistency of what this administration say and what the consensus is from the UN.
Well, the UN is a bargaining agent that are bargaining these refugees.
Not saying that I trust the UN either.
No, you can't trust the UN because of the fact that 97% of the people that we've taken from Syria under the refugee program have been Arabs and Muslim.
Yep.
But 3%, only 3% are Christians.
That's right.
Now, here's the question. When this is brought up, then the representatives of the UN say, well, the Christians don't want to come into the refugee program. Well, why would they want to come in? They're being run out by these clowns.
I can understand. Phil, can we do, Derek, number one? Now, this is the president at the G20 summit. And I want you to hear, folks, what he said, Phil, and we're going to comment on this right here.
Well,
okay, hold on.
Yeah, Derek is.
He in the middle of something right now. Okay.
So what? So, but to set that up, what? Derek, are you? Can you put that
number one?
Number one in.
When candidates say we wouldn't admit 3-year-old orphans, that's political posturing. When individuals say that we should have a religious test and that only Christians, proven Christians, should be admitted, that's offensive and contrary to American values. I cannot think of a more potent recruitment tool for ISIL.
Well, I'm going to tell you, these Democrats can get offended by just the least of the things that other people say, but they say anything. They will call names about people. They will attack the very people that they say that they are trying to protect, and this is one of their ways. You notice that he's saying this comes from him attacking Christians. I mean, this is incredible. Now he's going to tell us, well, that's going to make recruiting for ISIS. No, you're the one that's making.
And then he said, "This is contrary to American values." No, this is contrary to. We don't see his values don't represent the values of the country.
That's exactly right.
The sentiment of real patriots in this country.
And I think that the values of the country has been very, very well represented by the people that are running for office, because every last one of them has a microphone, a white hot glare of a presidential race. They could all in unison stand up and say, who the hell are you representing here? Who are you? Whose side are you on here? And ask yourself the question, what benefit is it to bring these Syrians into this country? Who's that benefiting? It's not benefiting the American people. It's not benefiting the country, and it sure as the heck is not benefiting me.
Yeah.
to
Not
have
just that, Phil, we bringing them from way on the other side of the world. On
Yeah.
the other side of the world.
Why not do what somebody with some sense has said? Create a zone there in
That's
their
right.
country
In
and
their
let these
country,
people
and
defend it.
And the UN defend it.
Yeah,
They
well,
can-
let them defend it.
and
There,
them
most of
defend
those
it.
kids,
Yes.
those are
Of military age.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right. And let them defend it. You know, and then they're talking about women and children, and the Republicans are afraid. I mean, look, this is offensive
afraid
to
of
me.
kids. It is
This is
offensive.
offensive to me. Look, when I was down in a city known in the Midwest on a day when a guy named Terry Jones come down there, I saw people with replicas of suicide belts on kids. Yeah, I saw that with my own eyes. So these people are propagandizing these kids. You understand? And this is in this Midwest city right here.
Now
in
this guy
country.
said this on international soil.
Yeah.
He demagogued. He demagogued for, first of all, our process, and he demagogued the concern, because about 70% of Americans are concerned. Why are we bringing these people in unvetted at this time when we're watching everything go on around the world, and you still insist.
And we've heard them tell you what they're going to do. Look, here's well, I don't want to get into this article because we got a guest that's going to.
Okay, so you're going to get into that. Okay,
But this
on the
is
other
what
side.
this comes from one of the internet outlets, and I
Like
didn't,
maybe the New York Times
Yeah.
or some international business
yeah,
news.
but it says that on the day of Paris attacks, French imam calls on Muslims to use Western laws to one day rule France, Belgium, Germany, and Britain. Let's put it in America, because that's the whole. I mean, that's the plan. I mean, let's work it from country to country.